You can fly a spaceship, escape the aliens, you can literally be inside the movies. And I'm going to show you how with MovieRide FX. Sitting alongside me now is one of the creators of MovieRide FX. It is Grant Watterson. Welcome to Edge. Good to have you with us.
Thanks, Louis.
I've got to ask you, before I do anything else, I mean, the name MovieRide, I get the MovieRide part, but the FX?
The FX is special effects. It's basically trying to put people into the movies, but all on your phone.
It's amazing. But before you even explain how you came up with this app, I mean, where did this idea even come from?
I was flying back from a shoot in Cape Town, and I really needed some work over December, and I decided...
That's a lie. Is that the truth?
Yeah, December was very quiet for me. And I was always doing these little movies with my kids, you know, putting them into scenes, you know, with lightsabers and whatever, and I thought, great, let's do that, you know, in the shopping centers, and we will set up a booth and we'll do the whole thing. And that's where the idea started. And then about 2 years after that, I thought, man, if we can just put this onto the mobile device, onto a smartphone, it'll be brilliant. And 3 years later, we're there now.
I must just say, like, this whole app development phenomenon has exploded worldwide. I mean, here in South Africa, obviously we're not on international levels yet, but we are getting there. Was it difficult putting an app together, all the little components?
Yeah, I found it very tricky because, first of all, from Google Play's side, we're not on the merchant list to be paid by Google Play if you've got an app on Google Play. So we had to end up registering an offshore company to be able to get paid by Google for our app. And silly things like that make it difficult for local developers to actually, you know, get paid apps up and you know, generating income from them.
So in short, even I want to know this, how do you start creating an app? Like, you have an idea and then it's a bunch of coding, is that it?
I didn't know anything about coding. I just had the idea and I had to find somebody that understood what I wanted. And what I did was I actually created a little movie of how I wanted the app to actually work, from screen to screen to screen to screen. And I animated this little film, and I took it to a friend of mine, Johan Maynard. I was shooting a commercial in Hout Bay, and I phoned him up and I said, listen, Johan, please, I want to show you this thing, and I want to see if you can do this, if it's possible to do this on a phone. And he came around to the set, and I showed him a little movie on my phone, and I said, listen, can you do that? And his background is special visual effects.
Okay.
He had an effects company, but I didn't realize that he was a genius at coding as well. I initially just wanted his feedback, and literally within, I think we had a meeting, a pitch for Google in Cape Town. And by the time we had the pitch, which was about 3 months later, Johan had already created a prototype of the app, but obviously it was server-based, not on the phone. But he basically created a template and a prototype of the app, and I was amazed.
Wow.
Brilliant.
And on the actual app, you guys obviously got like a lot of little scenes that you can immerse yourself into. I mean, coming up with those, who came up with them and why those specific ones?
Yeah, we produced all of the content because we couldn't license any content.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of copyright and content out there, so we can't just take any movie and create a scene and put it onto the app. So we had to create our own content. So we developed all of those little scenes ourselves. Johan animated most of them, and we ended up shooting some live action sequences on green screen and then combining them. And yeah, so we developed all the content, and until such time as we started looking at the possibility of licensing content in terms of trade exchanges.
Yeah.
And we ended up doing that with Triggerfish, with Kumba.
I saw.
And that worked brilliantly.
Creating an app is obviously not easy, but one of the things is obviously marketing an app. I mean, first when I downloaded it, I saw like, oh wow, on Android, because I'm on Android, there's like over 100,000 downloads. I'm like, that's huge for a South African app. I mean, was there extensive marketing, you know, campaign into it?
We didn't have a cent for marketing. We actually got R&D funding from the IDC, which I was very surprised about initially. We thought, if we can develop the tech first and get that sorted out, then later on we'll look at marketing and budget and see how far we can go with that. So they funded the R&D, and then when it came to marketing, the only thing that I could think of to do was to enter the app into competitions. And obviously, hopefully, that would generate some kind of awareness and we'd get some exposure. And that seemed to work quite well because we actually got quite a few accolades over the 3 years so far. And it's actually pushed it to the point where we're generating minimum 200 downloads a day on Android. So we're sitting at
really
about
good.
300,000 downloads at the moment. And then iOS is about 50,000. And I think, yeah, if we can put money into marketing, I mean, it's just a matter of creating the numbers.
Yeah.
And, you know, it'll pay for itself.
What do you think the reason is behind 50 to, you know, in comparison of 350 on Android? Why do you think there's more on Android being downloaded than...
The only reason there's less on iOS is because we initially created the whole thing on Android.
Okay.
And so our methodology of R&D was to develop on Android first and then port to iOS. And so that's what we did. We developed on Android and then ported everything to iOS. But obviously, like I had to go through the process of finding Johan, I had to also find somebody that was prepared to look at the iOS side of things, and we found a company called Mobilica, and Fadi Dunsfuss took the risk and said, okay, you'll try and see if you can get it sorted on iOS, and he did, yeah.
So from here on out, I mean, are you guys in talks to do big movies maybe with something like this? I mean, I'm sure that's the goal at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think as a result of the exposure that we got from a lot of the awards and going to international expos and that kind of thing, we developed a relationship with a company in the States, and we're at the stage where we're hoping to sell the IP to them, and then we'll obviously create a new company there.
Yeah.
And they have a whole range of app products that they want to create using our technology. And I think then you'll start seeing some big things happening, yeah.
So maybe if it's an older movie or a movie coming out that you know of, like your dream to have one movie on the app, what movie would it be? I see Indiana Jones around me, so maybe.
Yeah, I think it lends itself to some sci-fi or sci-fi kind of scenes, and I think no, I'd go with Star Wars. I mean, there's just too much. There's too much.
That was obvious.
Yeah, there's too much to do with Star Wars with this kind of app, you know. So I think,
okay, can I give you a challenge? I want Transformers on the app.
oh yeah, cool.
How about that? Yeah. I want to ride Bumblebee.
Yeah. That'll be good, yeah.
Well, you know what? Thank you so much for taking the time out and chatting to us, but I'm not done with you yet. I'm going to get very interactive. You're going to show me how the app works, and
cool.
What do you think I should immerse myself into? What is a good one?
Dino Chase is good.
Dino Chase.
Yeah, Laser Blade.
Okay, well, as you guys can see, I have so many options. So stay tuned. After the break, when we come back, I might just have a dinosaur chasing me from the back. Yeah, so stay tuned. So Grant, you gave me all the nitty-gritties on how the app was made, what kind of, immersive playgrounds I'm going to be playing in. So how does this app work?
Okay, basically, it puts you into a movie scene, layers you into the scene, so it looks like you're actually in the movie. So what we've got when you open the app, you've got a series of little movie clips, and you choose the movie clip you want to be in, like this Dino Chase one. We open it and it gives you a little screen with director's notes. Tells you.
It's pretty much a lot like, for me, like Snapchat, which is like it scans your face, it's seeing how you move, and it shows you how that works over there. And then I guess you literally get into the scene.
Yeah, then you got to be the actor, and then I got to film you.
Okay.
And then it'll process it and
I'm a fantastic screamer, so I think a dinosaur chasing me, I've got this nailed down. So yeah,
cool.
Push record.
Let me do that.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay. So what must I do?
Let's go back a little bit. Pretend you're driving the vehicle and the dino is chasing you.
So I'm in Jurassic Park right now.
Yeah.
Driving.
Okay, go for it. Ah! Yeah.
Am I changing gears or what?
Oh, that's cool. And then it processes that clip. We try and keep the clips short because the processing time, users don't want to wait too long for a movie clip.
Right.
So as the phones, the technology develops with the phones, the processing will be faster.
Cool.
And then there's your clip.
That is so cool.
And then from there you can share your movie, you put it onto Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever.
Can you actually then also save it to your mobile device?
Yeah,
and
it
then use it for whatever
saves it
at
to
a
your
later
device,
stage?
and then you can open it up in the gallery later and then share it.
Oh wow.
And that's it.
You know what? I think you need to pay me for this idea. Seeing that we're all social media driven these days, what will be amazing is once you film me, I get the option to change my filter.
That's brilliant.
You know?
Give you a royalty for that.
Okay, cool. So I got the dinosaur one. Now I want to choose one because you chose that one for me.
For it.
So let me see what there is. Space
Laser
Wars.
blade is good.
Where's that?
Yeah.
See, now you're choosing another one for me. Okay, can I just push it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you can film yourself, you can switch the camera around to the front.
Yeah,
camera.
obviously I'm gonna do selfie mode. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we do, right? Okay, so
And look intense. It's a battle scene.
so I'm fighting someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's more the expression, you know.
So what, give me an example of an expression. You look like you're in pain. Okay. Record.
Yeah. That's good. That'll work well.
Oh, I'm like a Jedi type vibe thing.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it, how it processes, and literally it's showing me.
It should process in real time for the length of the
Yes.
clip, yeah.
There it is. Now we can watch myself. That's not me, right? Oh,
No, there you
there's
are.
me. This guy put nothing on me. Do I win?
Yes.
Yeah. With no training, I
The
win.
user has to win.
I was a bit confused there in that look. I'm like, what's he doing? But okay, let's look
Well, you
serious.
can just reshoot it again. And
But that's the cool thing. I was going to say, because you can actually now see the moments that you need to give certain emotions.
yeah.
And then you do that. So yes, like you said, and you can also delete it. So let's delete it because you don't want this on your phone, right?
Well, unless you want me to email it to you. And
Good idea. Let's save that one. Let's go back. Let's do another one. These are quite fun. What's fairy dust?
that's more for the girls.
Well, let's do it.
And that's just a pure overlay. So basically, you've just got a fairy that sprinkles fairy dust on you.
Oh, well, why not? There's lots of time to have fun, right? There's no rush here. So what do I do? What do you for me?
I can film you.
Okay, so what was it? Was I sleep?
There you go. Yes.
Do I sleep? Okay, I'll sleep.
There you go.
I could actually sleep really, for real. I could sleep right now.
There's Leroy sleeping.
I feel there's a fairy around me.
Yeah.
Is it done?
Okay, you can look up.
Oh, I thought it's done.
I don't know why it's rolling so long. It's not supposed to.
Am I
roll.
supposed to be like sleepwalking now or something?
Well, let's see what happens.
Okay. So it's processing.
There's process.
I look kind of good while I sleep, eh? You're supposed to say yes.
Yes. Looks good.
It's weird having a fairy come in the day and it's not like night.
Yeah.
And then I look lost when there's a fairy above me. Look at that, look at that, look at that. She's telling me to keep quiet. All I want to do is smile. She's like sparkling her dust onto me. It's making me happy. It's making me happy. And then she disappears. Okay, you can save that one and send that one to me too. I'll send it to my mother. Okay, cool. Let's do one more.
The Space Wars is quite nice here in the spaceship.
Okay, but you've now given me 3 examples. I'm going to
Oh
go
yeah,
with
choose
Kumba.
one. Yeah, choose.
Because, you know,
Yeah.
African, Serengeti, wild.
For
Do I
sure.
film myself for this one?
I can film you, or you can film yourself, depending how big you want your head in the cockpit.
Oh no, I want you to film me then.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm now
Good.
flying an
There you go.
aeroplane.
Yep, there you go.
Do I have to like fly it or is it down here?
Look out the window. That's cool. Yeah.
I'm assuming there's something there
Look
because I've got
down,
these
you're flying.
expressions. I look down, I'm flying. I trust myself flying. Okay, wait, it's processing. Oh, there's like the main character, the little zebra.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to actually create the plane to put into the movie because there was no vehicle for the user to put
Oh,
themselves
wow.
into, so we added that.
And so this other footage is literally obviously footage from the
Yeah.
actual film.
Yeah.
There I am, I'm flying. See, that's when I was looking out the window and I saw the
Yes,
zebra. saw
you did
Kumba.
well. Good acting.
Yeah, for the first time, and now I look like a complete loser. And that's it. That's so cool. That was amazing. Okay, now we're gonna do one on you. Which one do you want to do? You said you want to do space one, right?
No, the Spacewalk is quite nice. That's just
Is it
head.
called Spacewalk?
Yeah, it's the very first one.
Okay, I'm gonna film you now.
Cool.
Can I give me your best spacewalk face?
Okay.
You're in a,
Are you
what do you call
rolling?
these? You're an astronaut, I'm rolling.
Okay, I'm looking around in space and it's like, oh, man, this is awesome.
Okay, it's busy processing now. You literally are coming out of a spaceship.
Yeah.
It's very
In
like
a spacesuit.
Gravity, which is cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That movie was Sandra Bullock
Yeah,
and
and
George
that,
Clooney.
Johan animated that whole little movie.
Oh wow, look. That looks amazing. That looks like real space. Look at that. There you are.
Oh, it's a bit further away.
I'm
Yeah,
learning.
there you go.
Oh, there you get hit by some satellite, and then you dwindle off to find George Clooney.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I hope you find him, and then you just get stuck. Wow, what a cool app. Well, Grant, you're officially lost in space.
Yep.
I don't feel sorry for you because I had a dinosaur chasing me. Thank you so much for taking me through your app. It's honestly amazing, and I think one can have a lot of fun with them. And please do send me these movies, these mini movies that I just made of myself.
I will do.
Okay, cool. Well, you guys can check that out on Facebook because I'm going to be posting it. But on that note, though, don't go anywhere because when we come back, we check out everything to do with Madiba's tech legacy. It might sound confusing, but it's going to be amazing.